In this section, we will be talking about traditional Chinese medicine in full detail. In traditional Chinese medicine, the modalities are acupuncture, acupressure, tui na, cupping, moxibustion, herbal medicine, diet, and lifestyle. Acupuncture. Acupuncture is the technique of inserting thin metal needles into specific points on the body for a therapeutic effect. It's been used in China and Asia, probably dating back more than 3,000 years. Some people say 5,000 years. It's hard to actually know what the truth is with that. There are 365 acupuncture points on the body, probably more than that. But those are the ones you have to memorize when you go to acupuncture school. And these points are arranged in lines and patterns on the surface of the body. They follow energetic pathways or meridians of qi. Qi is also known as qi. Now these pathways are called meridians or channels. They're called mai in Chinese. Acupuncture points located on the surface of the body connect to deep patterns of qi energy within the body. So by inserting and manipulating these acupuncture needles, you can move the flow of qi. You can change the flow of qi, which in a more layman's term is you're moving energy, so you're moving that pain out of the body. You're moving that symptom out of the body. Now that we're living in modern times, disposable stainless steel needles are used. It's illegal to reuse needles. Depending on what country and state you live in will depend on who can practice acupuncture legally. In the United States, it is a licensed profession. Acupuncturists must attend a grad school for at least 4 to 5 years with an internship. They take state and national boards before they are licensed. And acupuncturists are required to do at least 60 continuing education courses every few years to renew their licenses. Acupuncture works for animals too. In fact, I think it works better for animals because they're not thinking about what we're doing to them. This is my cat, Newbie, Juan Kenobi. He had a horrible morning several years ago, and we were waiting for the veterinary hospital to open, so I did some acupuncture on him to relieve his pain and symptoms until we could get him to the hospital, and it actually calmed him down. He looks like a little stuffed animal here. Anyway, cats are harder to treat than dogs. I no longer treat humans at all. I only treat animals at this point. They're way more cooperative and much more fun to work with. Acupressure. Acupressure is a form of TCM. It has the same theories and principles as acupuncture, only there are no needles. The acupuncture points are massaged or stimulated by hand. There are several books, classes, and charts with information on how to do acupressure on yourself. If you're scared of needles, your acupuncturist or massage therapist trained in acupressure can give you a treatment. Acupressure works for animals too. Cupping. Cupping is the technique of using brief heat to create a vacuum in a glass cup and placing the cup over acupuncture points. This creates like a suction by cooling the air within the cup, and it has a pooling effect. And it's supposed to extract wind and dampness and stagnation in the body. So cups are used to break up stagnation of energy, usually to treat sports and accident-related soft tissue injuries. It feels really good. It's like getting a massage backwards. However, it can leave marks on your back and you will look like you've been attacked by a huge octopus. Tui na massage. Tui Na is another Chinese system of massage and physical therapy combined. It's based on the principles of acupuncture, kind of combined with physical therapy, with not more modern knowledge of the body. It's used mostly in China to treat injuries and especially to treat their athletes for injury recovery. Many martial artists, gymnasts, and dancers and other activities like that become really flexible after having a Tui Na massage with an acupuncture treatment. Moxibustion, which is also known as moxa. Moxa is the process of burning an herb called Artemisia vulgaris over specific points and areas of the body, and sometimes even over a needle that's already inserted in an acupuncture point. It's used to put warmth back into the body, so it's really effective for people who are always cold or symptoms that are made worse with cold. So if you have, for instance, arthritis that gets worse when it's cold out in your knees, your acupuncturist might moxa your knees or your hips or your back. It feels really good on the back. It's also really good to stop heavy bleeding in the menses. You're not burned in the process while doing this, although the Japanese do sometimes take little bits of Artemisia vulgaris and place it right on the body and burn it slightly. Some people are sent home with a moxa stick from their acupuncturist, and that way they can do it at home in between visits. Now, just one warning, it does smell like pot. It's legal, it's not marijuana, but it does have that distinct odor that you're probably doing bong hits in the back room. So if you walk into your acupuncturist office and you smell that, it's most probably moxa, not marijuana. Chinese herbal medicine. Chinese herbal medicine has been around for thousands of years, and it's a very logical, sophisticated way of taking herbs and putting them together in a formula. It's more developed and sophisticated than most Western herbal traditions, and the formulas are calculated and very thought out. So with Chinese herbal formulas, that's not something you run out and buy at Whole Foods. These formulas are combined in a way that are simple, but like I said, they're very complex. They're made up of individual herbal substances, and sometimes these herbs will kind of fight with each other. They're like antagonistic towards each other because they have properties that depend on the individual specific needs. So for instance, someone who's always cold, there might be herbs in there to warm up the body. And say they have symptoms like they're bleeding a lot too during their menses, so there'll be herbs in there for that. But they have a sensitive stomach, and maybe some of the herbs that will stop the bleeding might be sensitive to their stomach, so there'll be herbs added in there to help ease the pain of the stomach symptoms that might occur from the other herbs. So it's like a team working together. And that is why it's very difficult to prescribe a Chinese herbal formula for someone you haven't seen as a patient. It's not something you can do online or by email. It's something that the person has to come in and be diagnosed properly to get the right formula. Diet and nutrition is very important in traditional Chinese medicine. During your first acupuncture visit, your practitioner might ask you about your diet and your lifestyle. Remember, you are what you eat, and food is medicine. Food is therapy. So Chinese dietary therapy is much different than Western nutrition. It's combined with acupuncture herbs and other therapies. So you might be sent home with a few recipes or nutritional suggestions to add or delete from your current diet to help your condition. Lifestyle. Your practitioner might tell you to do some Qigong or Tai Chi Wan or yoga to calm your mind, improve your balance, and boost your immune system. You can find classes and books online or YouTubes, and if you're lucky enough to live somewhere where they do Tai Chi or Qigong in the park in the morning, see if you can join them.